Hi everyone, Monique from Positively Puppy here. How you doing? So this is the reveal to the word fill in the blank. The word was desensitization. I'm sure many of you got the guessed the right answer, and I know Christina did. Congratulations, thank you. So here is the definition of desensitization. It's a type of behavioral therapy used in all animals, including dogs, designed to help a fearful animal progressively relax in the presence of something that causes fear, phobias, or aggression. We use this technique, dog trainers use this technique to help dogs that are afraid of certain objects, other dogs, or even strange people. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos that give some examples and some more helpful tips on desensitization. Thanks, guys.
For example, Ivy over here, she is an English setter. She's my bird dog. She goes out hunting with my husband, and she would have had to have been desensitized to the gunshots. So where we got her from, obviously it's a place that specializes in bird dogs. So she was hearing gunshots from a distance at a very young age, and we're lucky enough to live in an area that has lots of farmland, and people are practicing shooting as well. So she was desensitized to that sound very young, has no reaction, no adverse reaction, no fearful reaction to hearing that noise now at all due to desensitization. Hi. So Ivy and I moved over a little bit. I want to have access to my computer so I don't forget any of these things. So here's some of the things to consider when working on desensitizing your dog from any fearful behaviors that they might have. So one, distance. We've mentioned that a couple of times. You're going to want to go ahead and start at a far distance and work closer as the dog can handle it. Once you start seeing that fearful or apprehensive behavior, you're going to move back again. Volume, play whatever it is. If it's an audible sound that's making your dog fearful, you're going to play it at a distance and work your way up to a normal sound that they would hear every day close by. Movement activities, start with your dog standing and present whatever that is. Then you can work on moving around, walking with the dog, or jogging with them around that particular stimulus, okay? So fear of vacuum, that's a huge one. A lot of dogs present with that. You may have to, if a dog is presenting with fear for that, you may have to break that down into many steps. I had a dog here a while back that was fearful of vacuums. I just so happened to have ordered a new vacuum while I was training him. So, we broke it down to opening the box, to taking the pieces out and leaving the pieces of the vacuum in my living room for him to investigate, and rewarding him for calm and willing investigation of that vacuum, and then putting it together and so on and so forth. Very small steps until we get to the final product, and then you work in your distance to that too. You turn it on at a far away place and work your way so they can be in the same room with the vacuum. It takes time and patience, but it works. So let's see, children or characteristics that are similar. This is a great website, by the way. I'm going to put the link, link in the comments. So if your dog is afraid of small children, start with older children that and work your way down. So young adults, younger children, and then finally to the small children or whatever one is presenting. And then you think about all those other things, volume, distance, and work those into that same thing. All right, and familiarity. If they're anxious around strangers, you start with people that they are familiar with but not close, and then you work your way up to strangers, introducing new people, and just at a slow pace. These things take time. And location, you always want to start where there's the least amount of anxiety, so at home, in their yard, or another place that they're familiar with, and present the stimulus there. Okay, so definitely take your time with these things, and make sure that you're using high value rewards when dealing with this, and be careful not to pair the reward with the dog presenting a fearful behavior, trying to kind of feed them out of that fear. It doesn't work. It's very important to get your timing right on this, and if you find you struggling and your dog is struggling with something like this, be sure to give me a call. So one thing that can be mistaken for counter conditioning is flooding. Flooding is where a dog has a fearful reaction to a stimulus, and then we say, well, we'll just have to make him deal with it, and you'll submerge that dog in whatever that situation is, and just until that they just shut down. that's not actually teaching them a better way to respond. That's just shutting the dog down. And learned helplessness may occur when you do something like that. Flooding is not recommended, but they have used it in the past, and but we know better now. We have some science to back up the positive reinforcement methods with helping counter condition and desensitize dogs. Okay, thanks so much.